Hello everyone, I've got a beautiful 2007 Toyota Camry with a 2.4 engine in it. It's a 4-cylinder, and today I'm going to show you how to remove the airbag control module in this vehicle and get it replaced. The first thing that you need to do anytime you work on airbags, if it's a sensor, if it's a control module, if it's a just something on the in the seat for the weight or under the seat or any wiring, whatever the case may be, you always need to disconnect the negative battery. Now I know I'm going to need to reconnect this to switch my gear in the car to neutral to be able to remove the rest of the console out. But I'll connect, but I'll show you what needs to be done at that point, and I'll connect this again to be able to remove the rest of the components to get to the airbag module. So in the meantime, this needs to be disconnected. That's the first thing that you need to do whenever you work on airbags. Now I did remove some screws here already, and while I was doing this, I figured this would be good video to the folks out there that are looking to get this airbag control module replaced. It'll be nice for them to see what needs to be done. First step, remove this. Or you just simply, now assuming this was on park, but luckily this was what I was talking about. I needed the battery connected to be able to switch this to neutral, and the reason why is because I want to be able to lift this plastic up. And it can only be lifted up if the key is in and the battery's in. See, now it's in parking. I can't move it, I can't shift it because there is no battery. Anyways, the first thing you need to do is unscrew this. That is the first step. We'll set this right there because this console right here does not need to be removed. Okay, now the second step, I'm just trying to simplify this as much as I can to you guys. Now I'm going to connect this back, okay, just to show you, to be able to shift this gear. So the key's in the ignition. Now I can shift this gear. Let's put it into the drive. I'm going to go back. Excuse me. Disconnect this battery. Okay. The second thing you need to do is you need to pop these out. They're just kind of held just like that. You just need them to pop them out. Just hold them with either plastic or you can just use your hand. They're pretty easy to come out. Just pop them out. This is for the left and this is for the right. You do the same thing on here. Okay, that is the second step. Now the third thing that you need to do, you need to pop this middle console out or up, and you just simply just hold it from here and here with both hands and just pull out. Okay, once it's pulled, start tilting from the inside here, and notice how, you know, if this shifter was still on, you won't be able to pull this out. You need this removed to be able to just simply just pull this out. So far we have not taken any screws out yet. It's just being plastic stuff. Now when you pull it out, you got to be careful because the bottom of this is connected to the cigarette lighter and might be other things depending on the trim that you have. In this case, it looks like it's just one connection, so it's gonna have wire plug in the back harness that we need to remove. And if we just, okay, if we just flip that, flip it, that's the harness that I'm talking about. And to remove this, you just simply press into this little plastic and pull out, just like that. Now what do you do with this? You just set it aside. We're done with that. Now the next thing that we need to do is, assuming this was just like that, there's 2 screws that we need to remove. The screws can be reused. The screws that are removed from here are Phillips, right there, 2 of them. And where these go is one right here and one right there. 2 screws can be removed. All right. And once they are removed, you need to pull out. And remember, yeah, you just pull it out simply with your hands. No force is needed. And then remember, if you open this up, there's a couple of connections, which means there's 2 cables that may be connected in the back to this. The auxiliary port and the cigarette lighter. So when you pull it out, just be careful. Let's close this. Pull it out slowly, and these are the 2 cables. Same exact thing. Press on this little plastic, pull out. We're done with that. This one, same thing. We're done. What do you do with this? You just set it aside. Easy, right? Now we are getting to the airbag module, and again, I already pulled this, but I'm going to show you. Let me just get some lights here. Okay, I got my flashlight. I'm going to move this cable out of the way so you guys can see the control module. That is the control module right there. This big yellow harness is connecting to the control module. Now, the control module itself is being held with 12 mm size 12 small bolts that looks like that. Okay, so I use a swivel. This is something that I used to remove the first one. The first one is located right there. That is the first one, goes here, size 12. And there is 3 of them. One right here, one on the back right there, okay, back there, and then one back there. Just 3. So once I remove this one on the front, then simply, and again, let me get my flashlight so you guys can see. Come on the left side here, pull this little cloth out, and you should be able to see the second one right there. Okay, so the second screw on gonna be the driver's side, and it goes, let's see here, goes right there. Let's see if it can focus a little bit so you guys can see right there. This right here, I did remove it already. And what I used to get it out, wrench. I use gear wrench, makes it easier to get that screw out. And again, the size is, as I mentioned, it's, well, I'm having a lot of problems today with zooming. or focusing. 12. And that's how I remove the one on the driver's side. Then I go on the front passenger side and I do the same thing. My door is locked. Unfortunately, that's another reason to connect my battery. And I'm gonna just unlock the doors. Okay. Don't forget to disconnect the battery. It's important to do that when you work on airbags. So I just disconnected my battery again, and I'm back here on the front. And by the way, you don't have to remove all this stuff here, like the glove box and stuff, to get to the screw, the third one. But I had to remove this stuff because I'm working on something else. This stuff does not need to be removed. So you just pull this cloth out. Same thing you need to do is right there. This is the right side, and that one is the left side. And I did remove this already. So you pull that 12 out. So 3 of them, 3 size 12. So now let's come back here. Get my flashlight. Set my flashlight right there. And how do you remove this airbag? So we did pull these 3 screws out, or bolts. Now to remove this harness is you just simply press on this little plastic, press down, and then pull out. You have to do them together. So press and pull out. Right there. So once you pull it out and you remove this, or you kind of shift this plastic to the left a little bit, it starts shifting by itself, then it's easy to remove this. And you just simply pull this airbag module out. That's all you need to do. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a good one. You know what? One thing I forgot to mention is after actually I was done with the video and ended my video, I just thought I would add a couple more notes. So okay, great. You pull this airbag module out and you need to replace it, and you replaced it and everything is good. What you need to do is just put everything back in reverse order. Okay. So the order will be screws first, harness. You put this middle console back in, screws to this console, and then this middle piece goes on the top here, and you put those screws as well, and then you screw this back in. And you know, you may have to clear some codes with a good, you know, code reader or a scanner, depending on what the problem is. If it was just a control module that needed to be reset or something, or there is no problem, if something was deployed, most likely this is gonna fix it. Depends, again, it depends on if additional programming is needed or not. But you know, I just wanted to kind of add those 2 notes in there. If it's a sensor or something else, your airbag may still be showing that, where you have to actually keep digging and look into other diagnostic scenarios. Anyways, thanks for watching, folks, and you can always comment or leave us feedback, and let us know how we are doing. We appreciate it. Have a good day.